Why, hello, Jurassic Park University faculty members. I'm Ryan Conley. I'm going to be your presenter today, and I want to welcome you all to this brief Canvas tutorial where I'll introduce you to this learning management system you'll be using to transition your courses online. We'll go through an overview of what Canvas is, the tools and technologies it offers you as an instructor, as well as structural elements of a well-designed and effective Canvas course, and some online learning technologies that you can use to facilitate an engaging, interactive experience with your online learners. For those of you that are new to Canvas, it is an online learning management system, not unlike other LMSs out there like Google Classroom or Blackboard, and used to teach, collaborate, and communicate with learners all online. Additionally, Canvas also is not just web-based, but also has a mobile app, so that can be used for most mobile devices. For structural elements of a well-designed online course, not unlike the traditional courses that you're used to teaching in the classroom, just takes a little extra thought and care into creating it, but the rewards are invaluable. In Canvas courses, it is ideal to have both a syllabus and a schedule in order to allow students to have a firm foundation in what to expect in your courses. Now, I know these things may seem obvious, but having your syllabus and schedule or calendar of assignments somewhere readily available in, say, menu items when they log into your course is an invaluable feature of Canvas that can allow your students to be able to effectively manage your course. Also, syllabi can oftentimes be used to express course content and structure, as well as course policies, and address common concerns or questions in the course, saving you time for more nuanced challenges or questions from students. Additionally, Canvas has a calendar feature that allows course contours to add important deadlines for assignments, office hours, review sessions, and so on. And students can even import this calendar into their own digital calendars like iCalendar for Apple users to help them better manage and perform better in your class. Even further, there is the create appointment group feature within the calendar that can allow you to meet with individual students or groups of students and put it on the calendar so that everyone's very clear about when that appointment is. If you do need to rely on regular meetings with your students, like for example, in a second language course that might require regular conversations in order to facilitate language acquisition. Aside from the syllabus, all sorts of course material that you might be used to using can be embedded or hyperlinked into the pages of your Canvas courses, particularly within the modules. And even outside of those modules or chapters, you can use the resource organizer feature so that all of your important readings and course materials are on one simple page, organized by topical, hierarchical, or chronological order. Finally, and most importantly, please be transparent and clear in your instructions. A lot of online learners in this day and age are non-traditional college students who may be working full-time jobs, have family responsibilities, and might not have the time to read between the lines of your course materials or content. So please keep it simple and straightforward and abundantly clear and transparent. Doing so will allow all of your learners online to perform at their highest potential. In terms of instructional strategies and organizations, not unlike what you're used to in person, but an important consideration for online. Canvas can be used to facilitate a wide range of effective teaching strategies. Research has shown that creating meaningful relationships between instructors and learners, as well as among learners themselves, can help them stay engaged in your course. Additionally, timely announcements, feedback, opportunities to meet with your learners can also be highly effective and engaging as well. Also, dividing the course content and materials into topical or chronological modules or chapters can help you create a sensible organization for your learners that can keep them on track and know where they are and how well they're completing your course. I recommend one topic per module per week, and holding high expectations, most importantly, while remaining flexible. can help students achieve their highest potential while allowing some grace for students who may need some extra support in achieving the aims of your course. This can be accomplished by setting dates for your appointments, but also leaving them open and unlocked for a day or two after, or whatever grace period you set, to allow learners to still complete your course, but manage challenges and remain flexible. Doing so can help create an engaging, connected learner to your course. Now, an excellent instructional strategy involves the use of multimedia or multiple forms of technology, and particularly allowing students to submit assignments in a format of their choice, text-based, audio-based, video-based, whatever that might be, and can help an engaging learning experience to be formed by meeting the needs of various types of learners while remaining student-centered in your practices. Assessment methods are very, very key online. I would recommend, formative and summative assessments. However, a whole host of types of assessments can be accommodated through Canvas, through the submission of a variety of different files, not just traditional doc or PDF files, but audio files as well as video files can be submitted as well. And the speed grader feature can make it even easier for you to start a conversation and provide feedback on those assessments and assignments that you post. And on that note, giving effective feedback can be crucial to student learning, motivation, engagement, and performance, because it gives them opportunity to see how far they're reaching your academic objectives or goals for the class, and provide the opportunities with actionable steps on that they can take next in order to get there and to correct their understanding. Additionally, if you're holding classes with students that are learning content for the first time, then perhaps it may be best to provide immediate feedback to point out where they are in achieving your academic objectives using the speed grader feature to initiate those conversations, much like a post and comments on social media. All the recommendations and best practice so far have sound time consuming, and you'd be right. Compared to the traditional classroom counterparts, it does take online learners a little bit more time to construct an online course. But again, doing so allows for your students to meet your highest expectations by making it abundantly clear how to perform in the class. There are also plenty of tools and technologies that you can use. Screencast-O-Matic, YouTube, Zoom, and the Rich Content Editor, just to name a few, and I'll get into details with them right now, actually. Screen recording, like Screencast-O-Matic or using YouTube, is a rich opportunity for you to not have to redeliver lectures semester after semester. You can simply record them using the screen recording features and upload them to your Canvas course. Additionally, some universities like ASU have sound studios and green screens where you can give your lecture a little TED Talk flair and can be embedded in your Canvas courses. Additionally, there are plenty of collaboration tools that can provide a rich social presence in your course. For example, you don't necessarily need to collaborate at the same time and same date. As I mentioned earlier, you can use features like Google Docs, and there are other Google Drive Suite features that Canvas partners with to create asynchronous collaboration anytime, anywhere, and allow you to collaborate not just among learners, but directly with the learners that you have. Additionally, there is some discussion boards or forums that you can use where students can embed videos or files, not just text-based responses. They can be graded assignments. They can be organized around just non-graded course or topics, or an opportunity for students to reach out and get support from each other. Additionally, you can utilize Zoom to hold appointments with students, office hours, exam reviews, and live sessions to meet in real time and have them be recorded and upload those recordings for learners who might not be able to meet during those Zoom calls. Finally, Um, Canvas features like the rich content editor can actually check for accessibility compliance to remain compliant with federal law and allow you to fix common errors and create a course that is accessible to all learners. Thank you so much for your time.